Do we see? Oh, I see him. But for some reason, his video's not coming up. Let me unmute him, see if we can unmute him. Paul Skiff is OG here at the Nuyorican Poets Café. And while doing this, I always thought about, like, those before us. You know, what would they do? I'm having trouble unmuting Paul. Can you try to unmute him? All right, cool. I have wondered what, you know, like the founders and the people who were around when this was really starting to get off the ground, how they would feel. And Paul has had nothing but nice things to say about what we do. And that brings me a great deal of comfort because the history of the Nuyorican Poets Café means so much to me. And like Paul hasn't just been a part of like the New Yo in the early days, but he is a true blue Lower East Sider. He is a resident of the Lower East Side. His blessing means everything to me. Paul, thank you so much for being here, for the 1-year anniversary, for being here for the entire year with us. And he was also one of the most active poets we have had. PaulSkiff.com, you got to check him out. And as we say, when it's Paul's turn, we leave the open mic and we enter the Skiff verse. Paul, brother, the floor is yours.
I'm so touched and moved and grateful. I hope you got my sound coming through, because it seems like there's a glitch. Just seeing you in the space is such a boost and an uplift, and it's just not enough time to express my gratitude to everybody who's come here over and over again. I've learned so much from everybody every week. I've learned a lot about survival from the Nuyorican, from, Lois, Diane Burns, Reverend Pedro, everybody. So for people who are kind of, making their way through the Nuyorican path, and, stick around, because you will be instructed, you will be challenged, and you will continually find more and more of the better parts of yourself. So with that said, I'm just going to run through this thing. The pestilence had its death count fertilized by manure of political ignorance, while extrajudicial murders perpetrated from official racism spread street rebellions through the comatose body of equality. The surgical mask hides the quarantined mouth of personal freedom no one will get back until government reveals leadership that protects without cowardice about being responsible. The stock market rides an hallucination of prosperity into record-setting heights of out-of-work reality. The miracle vaccine is invented by the only good news, like luck inoculates fate with a plot twist not meant to be understood. The year-long squall of sirens rains a downpour of obituaries just out of hearing range. The refrigerated trailers parked behind the hospital are a horror raised up and caused by the frigid presidential golf swings. The need for mass funerals is a public memorial that turns the entire population into one grieving family saying goodbye to individual consequence. The oxygen flow through the respirator in the ICU tries to make memories from the near future into appointments with life, confirmed by the next breath. The 6-foot wide protection of social distance is a hollow chance given back to hope, whose touch cures fear, but just for a moment with no guarantee. Coming back from the supermarket is a calculated contest where human hunger has anxiety about if it has avoided the thoughtless appetite of the virus. The passion for human contact refuses to starve, even if it means desires compromised must wear a prosthesis made from the cold blue glow of an electric screen. spirit always creates continuance of life from the certainty of each moment we are placed in by the grace of our willpower. To you who access this night in its future, be it known, during these times, this neighborhood made of brick, this neighborhood made of electricity, this neighborhood, our neighborhood, we forged, was protected by a witch from the heart of light. Her conjuring was so powerful, she brought this intensive care unit of preservation alive. Her creation, a voice made of voices, set off like Independence Day fireworks, a river of voices that flows in life-giving directions, a hive of vitality cracked open whose furious chorus is a defiance celebrating risk, dominion of the self begins to sing on the inside with clamor of listening spirit breaths. Instinct seizes as protection more necessary than a choice to live, smuggled in the witch's worship of a life's dignity. The witch loved this place into existence, and you feel it now because a place made by such a spirit has the ability to be in many hearts at once. You also have come together in this spell cast from electricity and the air, and be it known to you that our agradecidos is but a faint echo of our defiant joys. If you doubt the truth and effectiveness of La Bruja desde la corazón de la luz, then vales Mondaynight, because you then doubt your own eyes and ears. The year of horror and despair, downfall and ruin in which our survival is the maddened resistance, the standing ups and speaking outs over the ignorance, cruelty, and inhumanity. The year that here in this gathering was beautiful, creates our future now, not the choking knees, not the insensible guns, not the prank politics and pestilential ignorance that only offers a world of cruel ends, the backward nexus of destruction with its message of unfeeling and total despair. So where you are, dear listener, arises this place, a seed a signal filled with joy and commitment, envisioning our connection of lives, similar as the stars are united in the hearership, as it were, the universe. This is how, together, we have overcome. The world will have gifts for us. Where is the sweet? Where is the lovely? Where is the kind? Where the gorgeous? The tenderness? The mild? The answer is in our voices. Ajo niño, claro que sí.
Oh.
Unmute yourself. Oh, man.
Wow.
Paul Skiff, the OG, the legend. Having him here is such an honor and a blessing. And he's talented too, right? Like he's not just connected to the old school New York and the foundation, but he is talented. I love having his voice here. I had to unmute La Bruja because she was mentioned.
God, I'm over here.
Yes, caught her at the right time. She's crying.
That was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That was just, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just beyond words. And I just was just so grateful. I don't know, you know. There is really so much love. It has just been pure love. 25 years of my life loving and loving and loving every time, you know, seeing all of you performing and just blossom into your amazing selves is just, Paul, thank you. When I see you, I'm gonna hug the shit out of you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, Skip and La Bruja. Thank you, La Bruja, for all the work that you do, opening the path for other artists, including artists like me. There is no Monday night online open mic without La Bruja, Caridad de la Luz. And, you know, right now she can be jealous of me because I'm in the cafe, but in a few minutes I'm going to have to leave and she's still going to be in Puerto Rico. But I love you, La Bruja. Thank you. Love you, Paul, Skiff. Thank you so much.